Hello everyone. Yesterday we have started kinds of verbs chapter number 7. We have learned in that verbs as well as helping verbs, or you can say auxiliary verbs. Today we are going to study about modal auxiliary verbs. What are they? Let's see over here. Verbs such as can, could, might, must, shall, should, will and would can be combined with another verb to indicate mood. So they are called as modals or modal auxiliaries, and they express necessity, what you need, uncertainty, ability or permission. So here are the examples. I will be in Chennai next month. I will be. It is possibility. It might rain tomorrow. It might rain. It is possibility. You shall leave now. It is a permission. You shall leave now. I can play the guitar. It is a ability. Now, next one over here. We are going to study about the finite verbs. What are they? What are finite verbs? Verbs that change according to the subject in the sentence are called as finite verbs. Verbs that are changing according to the subject in the sentence is called as finite verbs. Just see the examples. I read novels. I read novels. Sheila, just here. First one was pronoun I. Now next is a proper noun. Sheila reads comics. Next one again. See again read is there. My friends are there. It's plural. Read magazines. Again over here my father, it's a singular. But what is given over here? Reads the newspaper. Because newspaper is as plural, we can't say newspapers. So here I read novels. I is a singular. Sheila reads comics. My friends read magazines. My father reads the newspaper. In these sentences, the verb read agrees with the number of the person and the tense of the sentence. Now see over here what is said. In these sentences, the verb read is agreeing with the number of the person, or with the number of person and the tense of the sentence. So they are called as finite verbs. Next one is your non-finite verbs. What are they? Verbs that do not change according to the subject in the sentence are called as non-finite verbs. Verbs that do not change according to the subject in the sentence are called as non-finite verbs. Just see the examples. I was reading, just see here. I was reading a novel when Pragati arrived. Same on the top, it was finite verbs. Next, that is non-finite verbs. Sheila was reading comics when I went to her place. Sheila was reading comics when I went to her place. Reading is a good habit. I like reading novels. My father likes to read the newspaper every morning. My mother likes to read the newspaper in the afternoon. So in these sentences, the highlighted words do not agree with the number, person and the tense of the sentences. What is said here? In these sentences, the highlighted words do not agree with the number or the person, okay, and the tense of the subject. So they are called as non-finite verbs. Here next we are going to study about the intransitive or transitive verbs. What are they? Verbs that have objects are called as transitive verbs. Verbs which are having an object, that is called as transitive. For example, I wrote with the pen. I is your subject. Wrote is your verb. Wrote with what? A pen. So a pen is your object. The boy kicked a football. Who kicked the football, or what was kicked by the boy? What was kicked by the boy? It was a football. So the football is your object. Reena is reading a book. Who is reading a book? So Reena. Or what is Reena reading? A book. A book is your object. In the three sentences, each of the verb has an object. See here, wrote with a pen. Wrote is your verb. Is reading is your helping verb. Kicked is your verb. Next, intransitive verbs. Verbs that do not have objects are called as intransitive verbs. They do not have objects, so they are called as intransitive. I cried. Is there any object after that? No. They played what? Nothing. They only played what? Nothing is shown. She danced. Where? Nothing is shown. Only she danced. Here the objects are missing in the sentences. The verbs only define the action. I cried. Cry is the action. They played. Played is the action. She danced. Danced is the action. So here the objects are missing in the sentences. So they are called as the intransitive verbs. So I'll make you study in detail types of action verbs. There are two types of action verbs, transitive as well as intransitive. A transitive verb expresses an action directed towards a person, place or thing. The action expressed by a transitive verb passes from the doer or the subject to the receiver of the action. Here the action is expressing a transitive verb and which is passing from the doer, the person who is doing, or the subject to the receiver, that is who is receiving the action. Words that receive the action of a transitive verb are called as objects. Just see over here. For example, the teacher made the question paper. What was made by the teacher? The question paper. The question paper is your object. So it is called as transitive verbs. Peter cut the cake. What did Peter cut? The cake. The cake is again your object. So it is called as transitive verbs. In the above two sentences, we can see that the words in green color, that is the question paper and the cake, complete the sense of the sentence or the work as objects. So these sentences would not make complete sense without the objects. The teacher made what? So the question paper. Peter cut what? The cake. In the above sentences, the verbs made and cut are transitive verbs. A transitive verb needs a direct object to complete its meaning. Just see for the examples over here. Examples of transitive verbs. Birds have feathers. So what do birds have? Feathers. Feather is an object. Have is a verb and birds is a noun. The teacher praised the pupil. Whom did the teacher praise? That is the pupil. The teacher is a subject, praised is a verb and the pupil is your object. She is eating a pear. What is she eating? A pear. I like English. What do I like? English. They are playing football. What are they playing? Football. The potter has made a beautiful pot. What has the potter made? A beautiful pot. Dennis bought a bicycle. What did Dennis bought? A bicycle. She is writing an essay. What is she writing? An essay. Intransitive verbs. A verb which does not need an object to make complete sense is called as an intransitive verb. Now over here is said that a verb which does not need an object to complete the sense is called as intransitive. An intransitive verb expresses action or tells something about the subject. Without the action passing to a receiver or object, it can stand alone in the predicate because its meaning is complete. So just see the examples. A verb which does not need object, I told you now. Examples of intransitive verb. Mr. Becker jogs every day. Mr. Becker jogs every day. The wicked hunter was hiding. Annie looks very beautiful. Mr. John speaks loudly. The ship sank rapidly. The department store opens at 6 o'clock. Mr. Ben is driving carefully. The wind blew strongly. So here Adan